So hey guys, today we're going to talk about what you can do with Tenpai. Well, this is what I have with Tenpai, so can't really do much with them in Macedol right now, but with the Tenpai cards, we can actually use these guys for Dragon Link, and honestly, I think that Tenpai is just dumb for a billion different reasons, but it's probably not the reasons you guys are thinking. But, okay. If we just throw in like a bajillion garnets, this is probably why people don't play this, but we can play Dragon Link Tenpai and it's pretty doable. So the only type of lock that is on Tenpai is just Dragon Lock, and the Dragon Lock I believe are on, let's see, Genroku over here, right? Maybe? Yeah, here, Genroku, Dragon Lock right here. And then we have Biden with another Dragon Lock right here. So if we're playing specifically Dragon Link and we're very invested in the dragon part of Dragon Link here, we're kind of vibing. So the thing about Tenpai here is, well, let's just put in 2 copies of Kaiman. Okay, so Kaiman here, Sengen Summoning as well. Both of these cards are just, they're both 1-card combos, essentially. They can be starters or extenders technically as well. And they do not require your normal summon, and you can do more or less the full Dragon Link kind of standard combo, right? So, yeah, you don't need to make any non-dragons in this line, so we'll go through the entirety of the line to kind of just show it off, I guess, right? So we have Tracer, and then we have another Rocket. I guess we'll put in Recharger is probably the one you would play, I guess. So let's see, Recharger, this one, sure. And then Romulus, and then Dragon Ravine. So the efficiency here is not like necessarily the best thing in the world, but I mean, okay, let's say we start with the Sangan Kaiman, then we can go ahead and use the effect of Kaiman to grab us the Genroku. Genroku can then tag out into the Pydra. Pydra can grab Sangan Summoning if we want, and then with the Sangan Summoning we can grab Chundra. If we don't want to do the discard for the summoning, which I think summoning probably has some usages and it's worth doing this line in some situations, we can then instead go Genroku into Fadra, and then Fadra effect to special summon back the Genroku. And yeah, did you just put 2 dragons on the board? Why, yes I did. That is full combo for Dragon Link in general. Oh boy. So then we link off either the Fadra or the Genroku for the Striker Dragon, add the copy of Boot Sector, and then we can go ahead, make Romulus. Romulus adds the Ravine. We toss a card from our hand. Doesn't really matter what it is, but we toss it, and then we send off of the Ravine specifically. We should be sending the Absolrator, and then the Absolrator will grab us the Tracer. So now we control right now Romulus, and we have Boot Sector and Ravine. So we just activate the Ravine, special summon Tracer. Tracer pops the Boot Sector, and then we can go effect of Tracer to summon the Recharger, and then we can link off for a second Striker Dragon, Guard Dragon Pisty, and then effect of Pisty to summon a guy back. Doesn't really matter what it is, this just summons any dragon. But also, before we want to commit to the Dragoonity Knight Romulus, we could also, if we're feeling it, make a Biden here, so it's just in the graveyard being annoying. And this can come up, I guess, and this can possibly maybe activate its effect to do the pop. Who knows? Or it could like kind of body block your opponent. Well, yeah, whatever. Anyways, back to the line. Whatever we summon off of Pisty, we can just use this, I believe, to go into Delingris. So if we search, let's see, yeah, Delingris, I guess, right? Okay. So actually it's not anything, I guess. It has to be a Dark Dragon, but yeah, we have Dark Dragons. So Delingris get special summoned. Then we can do the effect of Striker to add the Recharger, popping the Delingris. Delingris will special summon itself back, I believe, right? Let's see, if a rocket monster is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but bash it when it leaves the field. Yeah. So we can use the Recharger effect to special summon Tracer, and that'll special summon the Delingris. And essentially you end on, in this case, with just one card, we end on Borrowland plus Borlode Savage with a, Omni Negate and Monster Negate, basically, but the Monster Negate is not respondable, and also it's a Link 5 that is not targetable by monster effects, and also not destructible by either battle or destruction effects, so pretty damn annoying, considering this is just fully a one-card combo. And of course the thing I hate the most about Tenpai, right here. So this right here, Sengen Kaiman does not just add a Tenpai monster. If you haven't read this too closely, this adds any Fire Dragon monster from your deck to your hand, so this is just a Scuffed Rhoda randomly. And then this could come up sometimes, but probably not too much outside of Tenpai, but it's upsetting because this is just special summon a guy if you give up your battle phase, technically. Like, if we think about that going forward, that's pretty annoying. This is just turning, like, so Poplar is already pretty annoying, right? So, Bonfire, add Poplar, right? But now, this is like Bonfire, add Poplar on crack, so obviously the only target you really have for Snake Eye to add that can special summon, just Poplar, right? And then aside from that, it's just Birch, which is just the useless card because it just special summons. But if we think about like Kaiman this way, we can essentially summon our Poplar here, being Chundra. And not just Chundra, we can special summon also Genroku, we can special summon Pydra, we can special summon Fadra, we can summon any of these guys off of this, and, you know, just every single Fire Dragon monster that meets these conditions can just be special summoned off of this card, which is just insanely stupid. So level 1, 3, 2, 1, 0, whatever. Dragon, Fire. All of these cards are what we have currently, but yeah. Let's see, Mass Dragon, Flameveil Grunica, Dragonov, Magnet Drago. Randomly Burner, the Dragon Ruler of Sparks, can be just added here. Let's see, you can discard this card, and one Dragon or Fire monster special summon a Blaster Dragon Ruler of Infernos from your deck. This is actually pretty doable, for no real reason. Poke Drago, Horus, Flambell Guard, Decoy Dragon, Dragonic Guard. So, fortunately, I guess, there aren't, like, really good targets for this, but the fact that you can essentially special summon any Fire Dragon that meets these conditions is just stupid. Like, bro, what? And even if you don't want to special summon it, we can add, like, Doradora, for example. But why? Well, that's painful just to look at. It's, like, a tad more specific being just Fire Dragon and not Dragon, at least. Like Bonfire. But Bonfire isn't searchable, like Sengen Kaiman is. So, yeah. Pretty annoying to just look at this card. If we think about it, this card is probably the most disgusting card in Tenpai. So Sengen Kaiman being able to add Genroku special summon, and then we can grab Pydra can then grab us Chundra, and it's literally like Snake Eye all over again, but instead of making an unbreakable board, they're breaking your board. I guess. So, yeah. I don't know why, but essentially you can just Tenpai Dragon Link. And also, yeah. Sengen Kaiman is way more disgusting than summoning, in my opinion. Like, what is this crap? So, if we ash the summoning, I think usually we're lacking information. Ashing the Kaiman is usually better, but then you can't even ash the Kaiman. So, very simple idea of if our opponent has like Sengen summoning, they can try to grab a guy, and then that guy, doesn't matter if they're unaffected, they'll probably use like at some point a Pydra to grab a Kaiman. And we can also do this in the battle phase, and then quick effect summon another guy, and it's just in general pretty frustrating. So yeah. In terms of like cards I hate the most, Sengen Kaiman. Why doesn't Vanquish Soul have like a Kaiman? Like look at this crap. What is this? Stake your soul. We have to reveal a monster in our hand. Okay, so we need like a second card in hand to activate this. Alright, fine. Oh, it's also a normal spell? Ignition, alright. But surely this is searchable, right? Add a Vanquish Soul spell trap for your deck. I see Soul on this, but Vanquish is clearly missing from the name of this card. Okay, so it's not searchable either. Okay, but like, can we even search the Mad Love? Off of Razin, yeah, sure. Oh, but then we would still need to magically have the correct attribute for Stake Your Soul to summon another guy. And if we normal summon Razin and then special summon Mad Love, that means we would need like another fire monster in our hand. Yeah. Great. Looking at this, it's just like, how is this even fair when a crappy deck like Vanquish Soul gets this treatment, and then if we go to Altergeist and look at the search cards we have for this. So Altergeist at least is old, so it's like, I guess kind of justifiable, but this is like essentially like Stake Your Soul, but they made it a little bit worse. So now it is a trap, so you have to set it before you can activate it, and the card you essentially have to more or less reveal, you're shuffling it back into the deck, so you're potentially going neg1. So this is like essentially a trade-in that's also a search. So yeah, that's pretty pathetic, but yeah. Uh-oh, what is this? What is this random just garbage right here? I don't know how else to put it. Just, not only are you adding the guy to your hand, because like spoofing does just only add the card. Multi-Faker is the only one that can really special summon themselves from the hand, so it's like essentially, I guess, a really crappy way to more or less do the equivalent of Bonfire add Poplar. But also that there's actually some flexibility in this card as well, because just being able to add a guy from the hand and special summon it wouldn't be enough. So let's say we have Chundra in hand or Pydra with Sengen Kaiman, and we go battle phase. Then we can add the Genroku, it can special summon itself, and then we can special summon the Pydra. Imagine if Bonfire did that crap. Imagine how pissed you'd be. Okay, I activate Bonfire. I will add Poplar to my hand and special summon Snake Eye Ash, and then special summon Poplar. Like, what the crap is this? And also, it's quick play. Bonfire isn't quick play either. So, yeah. Really hate this card they call Sengen Kaiman. Like, if this was not a quick play, or if this forced you to special summon a guy from the deck, like just something, right? But no, they had to make it as cracked as possible, I guess. Pretty upsetting. And also, I guess worth mentioning is you can only activate one Sengen Kaiman per turn. So it also has that condition despite essentially having 2 effects, which is stupid. So if we look at like, for example, Memento and look at the fusion spell on this. This says you can only use each effect of Mementolan Fusion once per turn, right? And there are a bunch of cards like this in general. Like, all of the Teal'c cards should more or less say this as well. Yeah, we can only activate 1 Sengekaimen per turn, so if the activation is negated, activate Sengekaimen. But again, this is like the only reason I don't want to see this card at 3. Like, if we negate the activation on this, or negate this card, it'll actually feel a lot more negated than this one. Because you can use it again, and it's quick play, so you can use it in battle as well. So, yeah, pretty damn frustrating. Just this single card. Like, why? You're telling me if I Solemn Judgment this, like, they can just activate another one. Okay, cool. Because why not? So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today, and yeah, I don't think that there's, like, too much to say, but if you really want to, you could do a combo Tenpai, or you can just keep playing OTK Tenpai. But, yeah, the fact that you clearly can do turn 1 plays is just kind of dumb. The only reason you don't is because too much extra deck space, and this takes up a lot of main deck space as well. And then, like, if you open Tracer, I think it's fine, but if you open like Rechargers, that's not fine, and then this takes up your precious main deck space. How much does this actually take to do? We haven't even put in like Borland, I guess, and stuff. And I think you might have like barely enough space. Maybe. Would you even? I feel like we are missing some cards for this, but oh, right. Let's see. No, wait, yeah, we can send Absurator from hand, actually. Yeah, and wait, would we actually have room for this? Nah, I just don't want to think about Tenpai anymore, so yeah. Going to take a break from making any videos talk about Tenpai for a while now. My brain is just melted looking at how we can get Kaimen, like, why? Why make this? And also, you know, this also doesn't mention, this doesn't mention Tenpai, so, you know, just special summon Flammable Guard or whatever as a quick play spell. Cool. So, yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And I'll see you guys in the next video, where hopefully I'm not losing my mind. So, yeah, bye.